Hey guys, welcome to the second tutorial of our series, and in this tutorial we're going to teach you how to open the PowerPoint, how to add a title to the slide, how to add a slide or slides depending on your project, insert some text on the slide, design the theme and customize it, use animations and preview the project. This is the main user interface of PowerPoint 2007. To begin with, let's add a title to our presentation. Say management improvements, and the subtitle, how to improve your management skills. Choose a good title and a good subtitle in order to keep your audience and say to your audience what are you going to say. What are you going to say is the main and basic features of doing presentations. There are 3 steps. Say them what are you going to say to them, and say them again what you told them. Now let's add a second slide. Go to the slides menu on the home tab, click the new slide, or you can click left key on your mouse and new slide. You can delete it holding the delete button, or right click delete slide and open a new slide. Go to the title and write introduction. It is a good point that you have to put an introduction into your presentation in order to say to your audience what are you going to say again, and highlight the main features. Remember not to put a lot of points, because no one is going to remember all this stuff you are going to say. Between 5 and 7 points will be enough. For this presentation, 2 or 3 points are going to be highlighted. Say, what is management? How to manage your stuff, and what the staff is waiting from you. Now, we are not going to make a full presentation, just to show you how to customize these 2 slides. Then we are going to the design tab, and we can see a variety of designs provided as a default from PowerPoint, and I'm going to choose this one. And you can see it has a set of improvements, like the title and the subtitle are made with a default style. We can change the style colors. For example, depending on our project, we can make it blue, grayscale, aspect, and these all varieties here. I'm going to be blue because blue is a color of business, and you have to think about the color that you are using in order what are you going to say and which impression you want to give. And let's change the fonts. We can change the fonts, Calibri, all the basic features, basic fonts from that Office provides us. I'm going to use this. Nice. And also we can change the background style, make it like that, change the background. You can see that it changes. There are a lot of features like this. Hide the background graphics. Make it as you like, and remember that there is not a specific type and style to do a beautiful presentation. It all depends from the presenter point of view, and he has to think about the audience and how the audience is going to take his speak, how he's going to present things in order to give his message. Also, you have to make a good contrast. For example, if you can see now, this color does not have a good contrast. It's like overlaying with the background, and it's not going to appear very good in your presentation, because gray with some kind of blue and white is not a very good solution, and let's change it in order to make them more user friendly. For example, you can see now that the more greenish blue letters are making a better contrast, and the user and the audience can see it better. Or another color, or the yellow color and the sort of yellow behind, making a good contrast. So remember always to think about your audience, and think about that they have disabilities, that they want to see what you are writing. We can say that the first slide, we can notice that the first slide is different from the second slide, and this comes as a default to PowerPoint. And now we are going to look at how to use animations in our slide. Go to the animations, and we can see some options here, and automatically preview. And we can add sound, we can adjust the speed, we can set when we want this animation to begin on mouse click or automatically, and we can say to apply to all. We can apply one animation to each element. As we said before, we can adjust a different animation to different elements of our presentation. For example, if I want this introduction to be different from the main body of our slide, we'll go to the animation section of the animation, click custom animation, and click here. Okay, choose from add effect, entrance. We can see for 4 categories, and choose box. We can see that only the introduction is changing, and we can see that in the stack that each movement is being added. Now let's change the animation of this line. We can see and emphasize box. Lines and checkerboard. Okay, now you can see that the 4 movements have been added to the stack, and we are now ready to present our thing. You can see that for each movement a number is being added. And let's test it. You can test it by clicking the slideshow or clicking the F5 button, and or the slideshow button here. I'm going to hit F5. Okay, click to proceed. Put this management up. You have a problem here. You have to manage how these are going to appear, and this is happening because the animation that I'm using is a fade out effect, an exit effect, so it's going to be available from the first time that the slide appears, and when we click it, it's going to fade out to go away from our slide. That's the reason. So to begin with, again, you can see the introduction, what is management, how to manage your stuff, and what the staff is waiting from you. Right, this is the end of our presentation. In this tutorial we have learned how to use the basic features of PowerPoint, for example how to open PowerPoint, how to add a title to the slide and a subtitle, how to add slide or slides depending on your project, insert some text on the slides, design a thing and customize it, use animations, and preview the project. We have now reached the end of the beginner sections of our tutorials, and we are going to move to the more advanced level of the tutorials, which are about the main theme of our website to improve your presentation skills. We are going to talk about how to beat ancient tea, how to prepare your stuff, how to prepare yourself for the presentation, and how to present your presentation. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson, and don't forget to make the test in order to get your certificate. This is Andreas from PresentationTube, and I hope that you have a beautiful time.